Tina's Maths. I teach CBSE 10 Maths. This is my sister Tina Lovers. She teaches 8 Maths. Alright, now let's jump into the Today we are getting into a new chapter, that is chapter 10, circles. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to be learning about circle. Okay, so circle, of course, from the small age itself we are learning some information, basic informations about circles. That is, circle is having a radius, a diameter, a secant, those things there are, circumference and those stuffs are. But in this chapter we have a new topic. Okay, not a new topic, it is like a new information, that circle is having a tangent. Of course it is somewhat like a new word, so I'll explain what is a tangent. Okay, so in this chapter now we are going to be focusing most probably on tangent, but still I'm going to be recalling the old things which we studied from the lower classes. Okay, so that is a radius or those stuffs and all. Then only it will be easy for us to solve rest of the problems based on radius, diameter, those stuffs for calculation. Okay, so first of all, now let's get into the definition of a circle. So what is a circle? A circle is a collection of all points in a plane. So here the main words are, I mean the keywords. Okay, so if you use these words now, you can just score a mark. Okay, if they ask what is a circle, a collection of all points which are at a constant distance. This is important at a fixed point. Okay, so if you just know these keywords, if you just use these keywords, you can just score mark for whatever it is. Okay, so whatever marks they just mentioned, no, if you write the definition of a circle, you can just score it. For that you should just use collection of all points, constant distance and fixed point. Okay, this is a key, these all are the keywords. Okay, so first of all, it is hard to understand what is a circle. Okay, circle is a collection of all points, but do you guys know what does it mean? That is collection of all points. So I'll explain it, don't worry. Okay, for example, so there is a circle. So for example, there is a circle. Have you ever wondered that does this circle have points? So it is a tricky question. Okay, so of course I am saying that yes, circle do have some points. Okay, so how can it have some points? So I'll show it. Okay, so this is a circle, it's having point here, it is having point here, it's having point. So for this whole thing, no, it is having a lot of points. Okay, so I have a question for you guys. Later on you can just answer for that question. Okay, so that is a basic question and that is also an important question. Okay, one word question. So it is the circle is having lot of points. Am I right? So that is the meaning of collection of all points. All points means lot of points. So now my question is, how many points can a circle have? So circle can have 1 point, 2 point, many points or something, or infinite points. So instead of many points, I am just using a word infinite points. So how many points can a circle have? So the answer is the circle can have infinite points. Okay, so this is really important. So a circle can have infinite points. Okay, so this is an one mark question, so this is really important. Okay, so study this. Okay, so a circle can have infinite points. Okay, so of course now you guys know what is the meaning of collection of all points in a plane. So I'll explain what is the meaning of plane. Okay, so when we'll just go further, no, you can just understand what is the meaning of plane. Okay, so which are at a constant distance from a fixed point. Okay, constant distance means, first of all, so if we have a circle, for example here we have a circle, am I right? So since you guys know, if there is circle, then it should have a point in middle, am I right? So we just represent it as 0. Sorry, O. I am really sorry guys. So it is O. Okay, I used to get confused between 0 and O. So it is just O. Okay, so whenever we just draw a circle, we just mark a point in center, that is represented as O. Okay, so now what does it mean? Constant distance. What is the meaning of constant distance? Constant distance is from this point. So first of all, do you guys remember that circle is having collection of all points? That means here also it is having lot of points. Okay, so so I am just doing it for a reference. Okay, so it is having a lot of points, so I am not just doing everything, I am just doing in some parts. Okay, but it's having a lot of points, that is infinite points. Okay, so this circle has infinite points. Okay, so this much is enough. Okay, so of course you guys know it is a collection of all points in a plane which are at a constant distance. Constant distance means, so here they just used a new word, that is constant. Okay, that just because of this word constant we are just getting confused. Okay, so don't worry, constant means equal distance. Okay, so how does it frame, or how does it form an equal distance? So don't worry, so from this point to this point, and from here to here, and here to here, and here to here. Okay, and from here to here, so here, so here. So you guys might be wondering why did I just leave some gap right over here. So because here also it will have a lot of point. Okay, so I just didn't do, I'm just feeling a little bit lazy to do, so I just didn't just mark it. Okay, don't worry for that. So from here to here, so from here, so from here, even from here. Okay, not only from there, even from here, so even from here. So I am just not doing in the straight ways, so you can just use a scale. Okay, for drawing it, then only it will be perfect. Please use scales for these things. Okay, so like this, for example, this one I drew with scale. Am I right? So here it is having a line. Am I right? So this is the line. So constant distance means this line, here also we have a line, here also we have a line, here also here also we have a line. Am I right? So both are in the same distance. So here also it is same, and here also it is same, here also it is same. So everything is in the same distance. Here it is same distance, and here also it is in the same distance. Everything it is in the equal distance. So that only they are just saying that it is at a constant distance. That means this is a this line is equal to this line. Am I right? That means they are having the same distance. Okay, so same distance, equal distance, these are the other words for constant distance. Okay, so you can just use it, equal distance. So it is having equal distance from a fixed point. So what is the meaning of fixed point? So here fixed point means this one. Okay, wait. Okay, this is the fixed point. Okay, so this is a fixed point that is determined as O. Okay, so from this fixed point only we are just drawing the lines. Am I right? So what are these lines? So these are the constant distance. Okay, so these lines are constant distance. Constant distance means equal distance. Okay, so this is the definition for circle. Okay, so please learn this this one, that is infinite points. This is really important. Okay, so yeah, of course. So remember, a circle is a collection of all points. So here all points is nothing but lot of points. Okay, so first of all I have a basic question for you. Okay, so whenever we just draw a line, so of course this is a line. So have you ever wondered that we just draw this line by using a point? So we are just drawing, if someone asks you draw a line, so we just draw it randomly like this. Okay, but when you just do it slowly, we are just doing it by putting a point, and and then we are drawing it. So like this. So we are starting with the point and then we are doing it. Am I right? So even the line is having infinite points. Okay, so it is having a lot of points. Even the line, straight line does have infinite points. Okay, so it is undetermined. Okay, that means infinite points is the exact word for it. So as do the circle is having a having infinite points. Okay, so whenever you draw a circle, so if someone asks you how many points does a circle have, so you should just answer it is having infinite points. Okay, so it is having lot of points. So this is the basic definition and the explanation of circle. So now we are going to be recalling the old stuffs, that is radius, radius, diameter, secant, and those things and all. Okay, but we are going to be focusing on a new topic, that is tangent the most. Okay, so I'm just going to be explaining the basic things. Okay, I'm not gonna get into deep. Okay, why? Because of course you guys know what is the radius, those things and all. Now what we are gonna do is we are gonna be recalling about the basic things about circle. Okay, informations. Okay, so first of all, here there is a circle, am I right? So if there is a circle, then it should have a center point, that is denoted as O. Am I right? So here I have a question for you guys. What is a radius? So you can just think of a radius in your mind. So I'm going to be doing the radius. Okay, don't worry. So radius means, so here from this O is there, right? So from O to the end, I mean the end of the circle, if we join, no, this is known as radius. Okay, so the exact definition for radius is half of diameter. Okay, so you guys might be wondering what is the diameter. So I'll explain the diameter, then only you get to know the meaning of radius. Okay, so this is a radius. Okay, so this half of a diameter is known as radius. Okay, so this is a radius. Then what is a diameter? Diameter means, here we just drew a line, am I right? So when we just extend this line till this side, then it is a diameter. I know it is hard to understand, I will explain it, don't worry. Okay, so here, so one second. Alright, so this is a diameter. So this is a diameter. So for example, I am just naming this point as A and this point is B. Okay, so here which is a radius and which is a diameter. So here the radius is OB. Okay, so OB is a radius, and here OA is also a radius. Okay, OA is also a radius, but what about AB? So AB is a diameter. Okay, so here for example I'll show with my fingers. Okay, so this one is a radius, so half. Okay, we are supposed to represent it as a half. So this is a radius and this is also a radius, so half. Okay, so this is a radius and this is also a radius. Diameter means the full line. Okay, so this full line. See my finger, both the fingers differentiation. I mean, what are the differentiate between diameter and a radius by using two fingers. Okay, so here this is a diameter. Okay, so this whole line is known as diameter. What is a radius? Radius means this is a radius, and here this is a radius. Okay, so this is the meaning of radius and diameter. Okay, so for example I am just drawing a circle. Okay, so circle, here which one is a radius? So this is a radius or this is in radius. So here it is a complicated question, I know, don't worry. Okay, so here let me just name it A, O and B. Okay, so here which is a radius? So here AO is a radius, so we can just write AO is a radius and BO is also a radius. So if you BO and OB both are same only, OB or BO, it is a radius, and AB is the diameter. Okay, so radius and diameter. Okay, so radius means half. Okay, you can just remember it like this. Okay, so this is a radius and this is a radius and this whole thing is a diameter. That is a simple explanation of diameter. So I know you guys know this the basic things, I just recalled it. Okay, so now let us take an example of another circle. So here is another circle. So of course it is having a point, I mean the center, that is 0. I'm sorry guys, it is O. Okay, I'm really sorry guys, it is O. Okay, so never get confused between 0 and O. So the center point is always O. Okay, so the center point is O. Okay, so for example here what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do a straight plain line. Okay, so I'm just doing a plain line. Okay, so here I have a question for you guys. What is the meaning of this straight line? Okay, So you guys might be wondering, according to the circle, what is the straight line? So according to the circle, it is a straight line. Am I right? So it is just a line. So for example, so it is a line. Am I right? So everyone knows it is a line. So this line is not touching the circle and it is not at all doing anything to the circle. It is just a line. Of course, so I don't have any other words to express a line. Okay, line means it is having lot of points. That's all. And a symbol, this is known as line. So of course, we are supposed to put arrow marks. So this is the line. Okay, so the line means which is not touching a circle. Why? Because you should not get confused between tangent and a line. Why? Because I am going to be explaining what is a tangent after some time. Okay, so you should not get confused between tangent and line. Okay, so line means it is not touching the circle. That is a simple explanation. Okay. Alright, now let us take in another circle so that you guys can understand what is a tangent. Alright, so here is another circle. So it is also having a center point, that is O. Okay, so there is O. So this is really an important topic. So please listen carefully. Okay, so here there is a circle and there is a center point, that is common in everything. So now what is a tangent? So tangent means a line which is touching the circle. Okay, so it is touching the circle like this. Okay, so it is touching the circle. No, this is known as tangent. So this is just an simple topic. Okay, don't just get confused between line and tangent. Okay, so here this is known as tangent. If you want to just name it, you can just name it X, and here it is Y. Okay, so here this is a tangent. Okay, so with the line which is a line which is touching a circle is known as tangent. We are supposed to call it as tangent. Okay, so here do you just see the differentiate between line and tangent? Line is not touching the circle, but here tangent is touching the circle. Okay, so here we have a point. When it is just touching the circle, no, we have a point right over here. So if you want, you can just name the point as P. Okay, so what is this P? P is a point of contact. Okay, so I'll just say what is P and all. Okay, I'll just write it right over here, so you can just note it down. Okay, so P is the point of contact. Okay, so P is the point of contact. I guess it is not visible. One second. So I guess now it is visible. Okay, so P is the point of contact and XY is the tangent. Okay, so XY is this line. This is a tangent. Okay, so here, so this tangent, it is really important in this lesson, and theorem also we are going to be focusing most probably on tangent only. Okay, so here, so this point is there, right? So this point, if this point is touching the center point, one second. So if this point is touching the center point, then it is perpendicular. Okay, so it is then it is perpendicular. Okay, so we are supposed to denote it that it is a perpendicular. Okay, so so you guys might be wondering, can a tangent frame any side of the circle? That is a good question. Okay, so for example, I'll explain it in another page. So let me just draw a circle. So one second. So remember what is point of contact and tangent. I had mentioned it in the right side. Okay, so this is circle. Am I right? So for this circle, I am going to be drawing tangent. Okay, so let me just draw tangent. So tangent means a line which is touching the circle. Okay, so this is a tangent. So the question is, can a tangent, that means this line, can this line form in another side of the circle? So that is a good question. But actually the reason, the answer is, yeah, it can form in any side of the circle. Okay, so for example, it can form here. Okay, so this is also a tangent, and here also we can just say it is also a tangent. So it is also a tangent, and here also this is also a tangent. It can frame any side. Okay, So here we have lot of tangents. So totally we have 1, 2, 3, 4 tangents. Am I right? So now I have another question. Okay. So the question is how many. So this is really an important question. Tangents can a circle have? So this is a question. Okay. So according to you, how many tangents can a circle have? So first of all, before answering this question, no, I would like to explain something. Okay. So since you guys know we have tangents right over here. So according to you, now we have 4 tangents. Okay. So one tangent, another one tangent. So totally 4 tangents. Okay. So you guys might be wondering that can a circle just have 4 tangents? So actually the answer is, so the circle is having lot of tangents. Then you guys might be wondering how come it can have lot of tangents. So for example, so here no, when if it is having a tangent, then it is having a point of contact, right? So this is a point of contact, this is a point of contact. So everything is having a point of contact. So here, since you guys know, a circle can have infinite points, am I right? So here one point, here one point, here one point, here one point, am I right? So if a line is touching like this, then this is also tangent. So for example, if a line is touching like this, if it is touching the circle like this, then this is also a tangent. So here also if it is touching like this, then this is also a tangent, am I right? So here also, not only here, everywhere. So like this small also it can touch. Okay. So you can touch like this. So it can touch like this. Okay. So I know it is a little bit messed up, so I will explain it within another circle. Okay. So in this circle, no, a tangent can be here, it can be here, it can be here, and it can be here, here. So it can be anywhere. Okay. So here in the small gap also a tangent can form. Okay. So like this. So it can form in the small thing gaps also. So we can just put arrow marks. So these are tangents. Okay. So a circle can have infinite tangents. Okay. So this is an answer for this question. So here also it is infinite. Since we have lot of points, that means since we have infinite points in a circle, the circle can have infinite tangents as well. Okay. So don't just get confused that why how it is forming tangent here, how it is like this line, why is it not straight, those things, and don't worry. Okay. So the answer is it can have infinite tangents. Okay. So no matter what, if you wanna just visualize it, let me just explain it again. Okay. So here this circle is having this here one tangent and here one tangent. So a line which is touching a circle, of course it is a tangent. Okay. So here in the circle, no, the line can touch anywhere, am I right? So it can touch here, sorry, it's not a tangent. So you can touch here, and in here in the small gap also it is touching, here also it is touching. So here also, here it's touching, here it's touching, here it's touching. Okay. And here and here, here, so everywhere. Okay. So everything where it is touching, no, that is a tangent. This is the simple explanation. Okay. So how many now I have another question. So the another question is, one second. So here is another question. Okay. So the question is, how many parallel tangents can are there in a circle, or there in a circle? Okay. So this is a question. Okay. So it is really a good question as well. So for example, let me just draw a circle. Okay. So let me just draw it here, one second. Okay. So I am just drawing a small circle. Okay. Okay. So there is a circle. So of course, if I just ask you guys to draw a tangent, then it is really easy for you to draw, am I right? So let me just draw a tangent. In this circle, can you just draw a tangent? So let me just draw it. So here, so the possible tangents. Okay. So we can just draw a lot of tangents, but still which one is possible right now? No, we can just draw it. So some tangents are complicated to draw. Why? Because since the points are a little bit small. Okay, so totally we can just draw 4 tangents. These are the possible tangents. So here also I'll do one second. Alright, okay. So here as you guys can see, I drew 4 tangents. So here no, the question is how many parallel tangents are there. Parallel means equal, okay, same tangents. Okay, so here we have a tangent, here also we have a tangent. So this tangent is parallel to this one, am I right? So here also this is parallel to this tangent, am I right? Then the answer is there are 2 parallel tangents. So 2 is the answer, 2 parallel tangents. Then you guys might be wondering, there are 4 tangents right in this circle. I'm actually sorry guys. So there are 2 tangents in the circle. Okay, so yeah, your answer is wrong. So there are 2 tangents in the circle. Okay, so yeah, it is a little bit complicated to understand. I'll explain it. Okay, so here we have a tangent. Here also we have a tangent. Okay, so we are just taking the tangents in pair. Okay, so here one tangent is there. Here also we have one tangent. Then this tangent plus this tangent is one tangent, and this tangent plus this tangent is another one tangent. Then 1 plus 1 is 2. So there are 2 tangents. We are not just taking it separately like 1, 2, 3, 4. We are just taking this one and this one is one pair, and this one and this one is another one pair. Then there are 2 pairs of tangents in this circle, that is parallel. Okay, parallel is really important. Okay, so again I'll explain. So here there is a tangent, here there is a tangent, then it is forming a pair. Okay, and here one tangent is there and here one tangent is there, then that is also framing a pair. Then there are 2 pairs in this circle, that means the 2 pairs are parallel. Okay, parallel means both are equal. Okay, so you guys might be wondering, can't another tangents be equal? Another tangents means here and all will have some tangents. No, here and all some tangent lines which is touching a circle, can't it have a parallel? Can't that tangent be parallel? So the answer is no, it can't be parallel. Why? Because here the tangent is very small, right? But we don't know that if this line, that means this tangent is equal to the tangent which is forming here. Okay, so it can be big, it can be small, it depends upon the circle. Okay, so don't get confused between those things. The simple answer is 2 tangents are there. I mean 2 parallel tangents are there. Because we are just taking this one as one pair, and this one and this one as another one pair. Okay, so there are 2 pairs. That means 2 parallel tangents are there in a circle. Okay, so rest of the tangents means infinite tangents are there in a circle. Am I right? So in that 2 pairs are, so 2 pairs are parallel. Am I right? So rest of the infinite points, infinite tangents, they are not having parallel tangent. They are not a parallel tangent. That's because their positions and the points may differ. Am I right? So that's why it is not having a parallel tangent. So simple reason is this is parallel. Am I right? So this is parallel and this is also parallel. Of course, you guys know what is the meaning of parallel. You can just take with an example of parallelogram, those things later. Okay, of course parallelogram, it is parallel. Am I right? So likewise here in the circle, this tangent is parallel to this one, and this tangent is parallel to this tangent. Okay, so since this is parallel to this one, it is framing one parallel tangent, and since this tangent is parallel to this tangent, it is framing another one parallel tangent. Okay, so that's why there are 2 tangents, parallel tangents in a circle. So answer is 2 parallel tangents. Okay, so this is the answer. So here this is the answer.
Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like this video, share it to your friends and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any doubt, you can comment me in the comment section. You can find my videos in the playlist. You can also find my sister Tina's videos in the playlist. Catch you in the next video. Bye.